I first went to Mica Heli Guides a few years ago, and I can honestly say it was one of the best heli ski trips of my life.
90% of the people that come here say it's the best skiing that they've ever had.
It was totally radical, like not like anything I skied before. Like first turn and then...
And these are people that have skied all over the world. They've heli skied all over the world as well.
That's ridiculous. That's some deep powder right there.
And they come here and they're absolutely blown away by the powder.
See your line a couple of times and the rest is face shots.
Type of snow we get here, the champagne powder, it's super deep and super dry.
I'm not supposed to see anything. I don't know, it's just like sick, crazy.
And also the terrain. You know, the terrain here is just absolutely amazing. A little bit of everything, steep trees, pillows, high alpine, big bowls, anything you could want.
Probably the best run of the last 2 or 3 years, I'd say. You're an expert on powder snow. Is that powder snow?
It's getting there.
Yeah,
it's getting there.
Yeah.
That's my buddy Darren, and that's him at work. He's somehow managed to wrangle one of the best jobs in the world. He gets to tell people all about the virtues of Mica Heli Guides, and of course, to do his job properly, he has to constantly sample the product and make sure it's up to snuff.
Well, my job here at Mica Heli Guides is arguably the best job on the planet, there's no question. Fantastic place to work, beautiful, huge terrain, nipple deep powder. I like to say that, nipple deep powder.
Yeah, you could say that, Darren, because it's true. Mica is blessed with some of the deepest, driest snow on the planet, and its location seems to be the key.
The Mica Heli Guides operation is on the western slope of the BC Rockies. So we're right across from the Monashees and the Selkirks in pretty much the heart of the heli ski capital of the world, which is just north of Revelstoke, British Columbia. It's certainly known for deep, dry powder, and that's why people come from all over the world to ski here. Generally speaking, by the end of December, early January, we have typically 3 or 4 meters of snow in the alpine. And the snow quality here is super low density snow. It's just really dry champagne powder. And certainly that's one of the things that most of the guests that come to Mica, they say this is the best powder we've ever skied.
Well, it's pretty early season here, December, and you know, not too many people are excited to come heli skiing at this time of year, but this location in the central interior BC, you're like, this is the time to be here. December, January, that's all it does is snow. You're gonna ski the deepest powder of your life, and especially right here in Mica. Oh, sick!
Snow quality is only part of the equation, though. The other thing that sets Mica Heli Guides apart is its mind-blowing terrain.
Another thing that makes Mica really special is just the size and the variety of our terrain. With 250,000 acres of terrain available for us to use, you know, we can really ski anything from big alpine glaciated terrain to nice steep tree skiing, you know, deep powder shots. There's really quite a bit of variety out there. You can cater to almost any taste out there.
And cater they do. Mica is all about and only about small group heli skiing.
Mica Heli Guides is 100% small group heli skiing. So we do, on our semi-private program, we do 3 groups of 4. So you will ski with 3 of your friends and a guide, and you have 250,000 acres all to yourself. So the skiing here is very much a la carte. It's tailored to what each group desires. So when people come to Mica, they may be looking for steep trees, they might be looking for pillows or all sorts of fun things that they can do, whether you're a strong intermediate or whether you're an expert. There's terrain for everyone, and we tailor the skiing to the individual group's desires.
Now, if you think that being in a remote heli lodge is roughing it, guess again. Mica Heli Guides may be backcountry, but it's anything but backwoods.
We have 2 lodges. We have the actual original lodge, which is a capacity for 12 people. That's what we run our semi-private program out of. We also now have a chalet for the private guests, which is a luxury 4-bedroom chalet with your own fireplace and king-size bed. And we are a backcountry lodge. We're up at 4,000 feet in the Rocky Mountains. Heli access only. You do have to fly to get here. But once you're here, you're only minutes from world-class tree skiing and some of the best powder on earth.
As you've seen by now, Mica is a pretty incredible place. And incredible places don't stay secret forever. In the short time Mica Heli Guides has been in operation, people in the media have discovered its amazing snow and terrain, and images of Mica have appeared in magazines and films around the world.
Certainly over the last few years, Mica Heli Guides has had a lot of media exposure. All the major film crews have come up here, Matchstick, TGR, Poor Boys, the list goes on and on, but basically everyone. And it's one of the big attractions here is because of the terrain, the diversity of terrain that we have. And pretty much any ski magazine you've ever seen has had lots of photos from Mica. It's a photographer's dream up here. And this year we won Line of the Year for Best Line at the Powder Video Awards, and the year before we won Best Line of the Year as well. So 2 years in a row, the location for the Best Line at Powder Magazine Video Awards has been at Mica Heli Guides. Lots of magazines have called it the best skiing on the planet, so it's not just the marketing guy, it actually is the industry. Anyone that's ever come up here, they know it's not just me saying it's deeper at Mica, it actually really is deeper at Mica.
That's sick. Yeah, I could do this all day. Man. Deeper in Mica.
Now it's kind of early season, late December, early January, and this is probably the place on the planet with the most snow and the best snow right now, especially if we're filming tree skiing. And yeah, this is where we get our job done, frankly.
This is the first time we're heading to Mica, and yeah, we had the best time of my life. It's I never get that many shots in one trip. In like 5 days we got insanely many shots.
Another reason Mica is so popular with the filmers is the lack of down days. I can tell you stories all day long about being in other heli operations in Alaska or BC and waiting for days for the weather to clear so that we could fly. When I arrived at Mica Heli Guides, we were in the chopper right away, and I couldn't believe how few down days they actually have there.
We're quite lucky with our location. We're located a couple thousand feet off the Kinbasket Lake, and oftentimes we got a valley cloud sitting right on the lake, but most times we're sitting right above that valley cloud, so that enables us to fly out into our terrain and still be able to operate on most days.
We very, very rarely have a down day where we can't fly. Because of the high elevation of the lodge and the close proximity to our tree skiing, we get out almost every day. We've only had 5 down days in the last 6 years. So for those odd days that we can't get out, we do have a snowcat for backup, and we've gladed all the trees above the lodges this last summer. So we've got some fantastic tree skiing right here in our backyard.
This is my 3rd trip to Mica, and I love coming here because you're pretty much guaranteed to be skiing even in weather like this, and you're guaranteed to have a lot of fun, a lot of deep powder. Just the way where it's positioned in the world, the way the snow comes in, it's really a beautiful place, a special place for snow, and hopefully I can continue to come back here. I love it.
So there you have it, one of my favorite places in the world to go heli skiing.